So we made it today. I'm so happy to be here. Aren't you happy? I am so super happy. And today's show is really something that is worth talking about. Yeah. So before we go on, let's do a quick revision of what we did last time. In the last Vocal Friday, we talked about breathing. The breathing refers to the process of moving air out and into the body. Breathing is the movement of air, organs, and energy around the body. Breathing is also divided into inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation meaning breathing in, and exhalation meaning breathing out. I remember we gave you assignments in the last Book of Friday class. What was the assignment? We said pick 3 tips given in this class and practice it diligently. In the next Book of Friday class, explain how it feels practicing the tips. I'll be looking at the comment section to check if any of you did the assignments. If you did the assignments, please write it on the comment box and let others learn from you. Or if you didn't, then we'll move on. And in case you'll be watching this show after this live presentation, then you can still drop your comments and we'll respond to you when we see it. Thank you so much for taking out the time to be here. And it's Vocal Fridays with Gracie Dion Media. Okay. All right. So thank you. Why am I so happy? Because someone special is actually coming on the show today, and I'm so happy she agreed to do this with us. It's such a pleasure because today's topic is really going to be fun and interesting. Good. Are you ready for today? Are you ready? Okay. So, what are we doing today? Remind me, oh. Let me see it on your comment box. If you're available, please comment and let's know where you're commenting from, where you're watching us from. Okay, so I'm going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the importance of vocal education. You know, vocal education is lovely. Education is great. I've had some students that will come to me and say, why do you think people are doing voice training? So there's something like voice training. I just saw it online and I'm like, let me just try it too because I like singing. And I'm telling them that it's so important to train your voice. There's so much benefits. And with voice training, you can be able to breathe correctly. Even as a human being, you need to learn how to breathe well. With voice training, you will know how to use your voice because right now, as I'm talking, I'm using my voice. I'm a singer, but I teach round the clock. And so, because of that, I need to know how to use my voice so I don't lose it when I'm singing. You also learn how to be able to sing properly. You will improve your tone. There's so much to learn in vocal education. There's so much to learn in voice training. And with me on the show today, oh yeah, she's so intelligent. I've heard her speak in several interviews, and I'm like, no, she needs to be on the book Friday. She needs to talk to you. She needs to talk to you all. Okay? So, do you want to know? Can somebody comment who this person is? You know the show, Abby? You not see the Okay, so live on the show. Oh, Chama is here. Just as every musical instrument is learned and mastered, so does the voice be learned to be learned too. You need to master your voice. Okay, concerning the assignments, Choma, my favorite audience. There are so many of you are my audience, but I love Choma. She's always on time. She said, I tried it and noticed I sustained my breath for a longer time, but I still need to practice more for a better result. Exactly. Yeah, you're so right. It's not rocket science. It's not something that you just do immediately and then you get it immediately. No, it's a gradual process. You need to keep doing it so that it will move from your conscious state to your unconscious state. So we'll be taking a quick break and then we'll be right back. We'll be right back. Oh, we'll be right. Okay, so I'm bringing Chioma here on the show. I will be bringing Chioma here on the show. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. Let us hear who is our guest for today.
Today's today's Focal Friday series will be having Lynda Olivia Nwabudike.
Entre todas las mujeres, y bendito ese fruto de tu vientre, Jesús. And the curtain is in your nosotros pecadores, ahora y en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. Oh,
Hi, everybody. So, with me here on the show is Linda Nwabudike. Okay, so Linda is a vocal professional. She trained her voice. So please don't ever think that it's too late to train your voice, even if you're 100 years. Don't ever think. Linda started off as an electrical engineer. Yeah, she started off as an electrical engineer, and today she's an opera singer. How is that possible? Determination. According to Linda, she said she stumbled upon um someone singing on YouTube, and she was like, "No, I won't sing like this." She went ahead and studied about her voice. And today, this is where Linda is today. Linda is now a music educator. She's also an opera singer. She sings in comic opera house, one of the opera houses in Nigeria. So Linda currently is inspiring a whole lot of people. And recently she just got a scholarship to Trinity Conservatory. And then she is looking forward to support for the campaign. Okay, so we'll be having Linda here on the show, and it's so exciting to have you, Linda. Oh my God!
Hi.
Hi,
Oh
Linda.
God. Hi everyone. Hi.
Yeah, we
Hi.
have been so excited to
It's so
bring
great
you
to be
up
here.
here
Thank you very much, Grace.
at
Thank you
Vocal
so so much.
Fridays with Gracie Media.
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
so
Thank you so
much for
much
agreeing to
everyone
be
for
here.
having me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Linda. Okay, so Linda, today we will be talking about the importance of vocal education. And I was telling my viewers today that I know that Linda didn't start off with music. She was an electrical engineer. Imagine an engineer switching over to being an opera singer. So it's really amazing. Can you just tell us a bit about that?
Okay, you got the story right at the beginning. Yes, I just stumbled on a YouTube video of Lindsay Price
Yeah.
singing an aria BC Darte, and I was like, "What is this?" It was too beautiful, and I decided to take the video to my choir director, and he advised me that if I want to be able to sing like this, I would have to train my voice, and that's why I know that vocal education is very important, especially for people that want to sing professionally.
Great, great, great.
Yes.
Sometimes there are some students that will come and they don't even know why they want to study. They just hear voice training, vocal education. So today's program is for everybody generally. Why do you think, why should we train our voice? Some people, like I met a young lady and I was telling her about voice training. And she was like, okay, what if I already know how to sing? I already know how to sing. Do I really need voice training? So I think Linda will be in a good position to tell us more about that.
Well,
So,
singing, it's a gift that almost everyone, in fact, I believe everyone knows how to sing. At least you should be able to sing to an
yeah,
extent, even if it's hymns in church and things like that. But a professional singer or somebody who wants to sing for a living or who wants to be better at singing, you would have to become you. Singers are athletes. So, hello. Oh, I think we lost Grace here. Okay, let me just
yeah, I'm here with
go
you. I
on.
wanted
You
the
can
M
hear me.
all to see you
Oh, she's
very well.
joining.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay,
Yeah,
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 now
go
I'm back.
on, go
Okay.
on. I wanted everybody to see
Oh,
you very
okay.
well. That was
Oh, oh,
why
oh.
I gave you the whole.
Oh, okay. I did not know. Okay. So if you want to be better at singing, you would have to get a vocal coach. So it's like when you sing, there are so many things happening. You're working with different parts of your brain that would help you understand pitch, help you understand rhythm, help you know how to express. You know, when you're singing, you're not just standing and singing, aside singing those high notes and low notes, you're also expressing. So it takes a whole lot to be able to get that. So if you want to become a professional, if you want to get better, you would have to get a vocal coach. I would liken it to an athlete. If you just like playing football, yeah, that's different. You play football in your street, but when you want to go pro, when you want to take it to a whole new level, you have to get a coach. And the essence of getting a coach is the coach would take you through a lot of things that would really be necessary for you to know if you want to succeed in that field. So yeah, that's just a summary of everything. But there are other things should I just go on
Yeah, you can go on,
with?
go on. We are all
Oh, okay.
listening.
So I have some things written here as for importance of singing lessons. I will just read and explain.
Okay,
So
Melinda.
number one, I have it will give you the ability to sing with clarity and ease. Now, singing lessons help you as a singer to achieve a better understanding of a musical style, like what is necessary if you're singing a baroque music or that has a lot of coloratura, or romantic music or 20th century music. There are different things that that you would need to know how to do to sing those songs better. Well, you can't sing a baroque song like a 20th century music. So that's what your singing lessons will help you do. Your vocal coach, who is well versed in that genre of music that you want to get better in, would be able to advise you and to help you improve your performance techniques. You also learn how to use proper breath support. I heard from Grace that we did breath support last week, and yes, it's exceedingly important in any type of singing. You have to be able to work on your breath, and that's one thing your teacher would help you do. And you would also increase your vocal range. When I started singing, no, I did not go as high or as low as I do now. So when you learn how to properly use your voice well, how to properly project your voice, you realize that you could actually go higher and lower than you thought you could. And yes, that's one very good thing about voice training. And you also learn proper articulation, which is important for a singer. We just don't want to hear beautiful melody. People want to hear what you're saying. People want to know that you understand what you're saying, and that's why you need a coach. And you learn to project your voice, so you're not just singing to yourself anymore or singing in the bathroom. You're singing to people, so you will learn how to project your sound. And you would also work on improving the quality of your voice and learn to express songs in a better way, which is important. People need to stay and listen to you and be like, wow, that is such beautiful singing and such beautiful expression, because it's more than just singing. You have to be able to take your audience on a journey that they'll be like, wow, wow, it's everything. It's more than your voice. It's your face, your eyes, your hands, your body. There's so much that goes into singing, and that's something I'm sorry, you can't learn on your own. You need somebody that gives you feedback that would help you sing better. Another thing is building a better connection with the audience. I just said that it's the overall performance that counts. It's not just singing. So you might have an amazing voice and you can go as high and as low as possible, but if you do not know how to present yourself, you can't be a complete performer. So you would learn with singing lessons. You'll be able to depict the uniqueness of your personality and build a better connection with your audience. Now, this is really important because you do not want to be the kind of singer that they will say, oh, I listened to so and so person and I think you sound just like her. You have to have your own self when you sing, and that's something your coach will help you find. It's something that it's just personal with you and only you. That's you are the only one that has that kind of sound that people will be like, this is Grace, or this is Amaka, or this is Linda. No, no, she's the only one that sings this way. And it's that uniqueness you need to find as a singer, because there's so many singers and there's so many very amazing people that perform. But what makes you listen to a particular song, like just one song, and you have listened to like 10 or 11 different performances, and you're like, you can't really choose. So what makes that performance different with those different singers is they bring out something that has to do with themselves, like they show their own uniqueness in when they are singing. So you can listen to You Raise Me Up by this person, and by that person, and by that person, and you can find reasons why you connect to these different people that sing in different ways. So your teacher would help you get at that thing that is unique about you, and that would completely transform your performance. And another thing is building confidence. So there's no denying the fact that even the most confident and outgoing people tend to get a little anxious before their performance. This is so true. It never goes away, even for, I don't know. I had to ask one of my teachers, and he was like, it really never goes away. You just, with when you keep training, you get used to that fears or anxiousness, such that when you get on stage, you know what to do, especially when you've practiced and you've done all the proper things. So building confidence is one thing that your teacher would help you do, because you sing in front of this person. So now the thing is, when you rehearse on your own, I don't know if you have noticed this, but when you rehearse on your own, you're like, oh wow, I'm doing so well, man, my voice is just going. But when it's time to sing in front of somebody else, the entire thing changes, and it's like, oh my goodness, oh my God. So this fear that comes. But when you keep doing this in front of your teacher, somebody that you trust, somebody that has built this environment whereby you are safe and you're calm, yeah, you start learning how to build that confidence, because that is important. You don't want to go on stage and you are shaky. It's that feeling.
Exactly.
You can't hide it. Everyone will notice that, God, oh my goodness, this lady or this man is shaking. I hope she sings well, and they start praying for you. So you do not want that. You want to be very, very prepared for every performance, because I believe that there is no irrelevant performance. I don't know if that's the word, but yeah, I don't believe that there's a performance that you should just do anyhow. I believe every performance is important. So you need confidence every single time. And that's something, my dear ones, that your teacher would help you get. Yeah. And then it will enhance your stage presence, and it will keep your audience engaged. And it will also help you to know what to do when mistakes happen. So, yes, it happens. Mistakes can happen on
Yeah.
stage, but when you have practiced so much with your teacher, you are not, it doesn't throw you off. And it can happen to anybody. It's not something that just happens to people that are just learning. Even professionals make mistakes on stage. So you have to have practice to the extent that even when the mistakes happen, you can still go on. You don't just stop and you're like, oh, I'm very sorry, can I start this song from the very beginning? No, the show must go on. You practice so much with your teacher that you know what to do next. The brain remembers, oh, this is what
Exactly.
happens next. And the thing with practicing with your teacher and doing what you want to do on stage at once is your body remembers. It's this beautiful thing about the brain. It just tells you, oh, your hand goes up when you do this. So your hand automatically comes up and you're like, okay, things are still flowing. So that's why you really, really need a teacher. Another thing I'm going to say is you also get educated on vocal health. Now, this is really, really important. So you do not want to
Very
have a
important.
teacher that doesn't know that vocal is real. So you don't want to have a teacher that is still pushing you, sing this, you can sing that, when your voice is really struggling, or you are not feeling too well, or so your body and your vocal cords, everything works together. When you are sick, your voice, you do not want to push, and you do not want to have a teacher that will tell you, come on, you can do it. That person is not helping you. So if you have a good vocal coach, that vocal coach will be able to advise you on how to take proper care of your voice, of your health, what to do. And it's not one size fits all. Your coach should be somebody that would help you find a way that works just for you, like personal. There should be a personal connection. So it's not, oh, this works for Ada, so it should work for Yemisi. No, students are different, and you you have to learn what works for your students. And if you have a good vocal coach, my goodness, you won't have anything to fear. You would have somebody who would guide you and would help you to know when you're supposed to stop singing. In fact, your teacher should hear you and be like, no, 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 you need to rest. No, 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 you should not do this. You should rest, take warm water, or do this or do that. That's the importance of a vocal coach. There was a time before I got a teacher, that I completely lost my voice. I had been singing back to back, and it has never, you just hear that people lose their voices, and you don't think it would happen to you, but it happened to me, and it was one of the scariest things that had ever happened to me. I was so scared. I couldn't talk. I was just, and I kept doing that. If I was wise, if I had a coach at that time, my coach should have told me, do not even say anything, because even trying to talk is dangerous. I was like that for almost 2 weeks. It was scary. So please get a coach. It's really, really important. And it never ends. Your learning never ends. So one of the things I'm going to say is, you beginners and professional singers, everyone needs a coach. So there is no, okay, so now I'm excellent and I do not need a coach. Except if you don't want to get better in singing. If you just like the level you are at, that's fine. But if you want to get better, you want to sing tougher repertoire as you grow older, and you would need to get a coach at any level. So you have gotten to this level, your teacher should be able to tell you, okay, so yeah, you need so and so thing to improve yourself. So you have to keep learning. The learning never ends. It's just like life. You keep learning till you die. So yes, everyone needs a coach. So please, if you do not have a coach, go and get one now, because you're doing your voice a huge disservice if you do not have a coach. Because one, you might not even be at the level you should be right now. You don't know how much improvement would occur once you get a coach. You would have been struggling to do things on your own. Well, it's good to do things on your own, but if you want to move faster, if you want to grow, if it's really important to you to grow technically in your singing, you need to get a coach.
Beautiful.
Hi,
Wow.
Grace.
I can hear them clapping. I think I'm hearing them clapping. You just spoke exactly what I would have said if I was to talk, but you said it and even
Yes.
said it perfectly well. Thank you so much, Linda.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
so guys, I hope you heard Linda. Linda is She's an amazing singer. You've heard her, so I don't need to even describe. You've heard the voice. Even me, when I was listening to her singing, I was like, "Oh my God! You need to hear the
Grace is
notes."
amazing
So
too. I know you all know that. I know you all know that Grace is amazing too.
oh,
Composing and singing and
Linda,
teaching.
you're my
Wow, you're
celebrity
amazing.
now. Oh, you're my celebrity. So please keep it up. Keep it up. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
having me.
thank you.
Yeah. So, is there any question that
Yeah.
I don't know?
We give God the glory for everything, my dear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really so happy to have you here on the show. And I think you're an inspiration to many
Oh, that's so kind of you to say.
she got a scholarship to Trinity Conservatoire, one of the great schools in London, in order to further her music education. So I can imagine
Yeah,
if God helps us and she goes over there, it's going to be a plus to us here in
of
Nigeria and in
course.
Africa. Of course, like the likes of Omobelo and all that. That's what I'm looking forward for. Linda, God will help us be able to actualize it. And if you want to be a part of this campaign, you can see it on the screen. It's displaying right there. You can pay if you're not in Nigeria. You can pay through GoFundMe, or you can send it directly to her account number UBA 2138486475. Lynda Olivia Nwabudike UBA. So we'll be so glad to have you support us in this campaign. I can't wait
Yes,
to have
please.
Linda over there represent our country.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
And like you heard her, learning never ends. Learning never ends. And that's why she's taking up. Some people would have just relaxed with what she has learned so far and said, I've learned enough, I don't need to further. But she knows the importance of education. She knows the importance of learning music and learning it correctly, and that's why she wants to further. So let's support her in any way we can, and I know that at the end of the day, God will be glorified. So well done, Linda. Keep up the good
Thank you,
works. We
Grace.
are seeing you,
Thank
and
you.
we are so blessed by your singing. So keep it up, keep
Thank you.
singing, keep blessing lives. All right, so guys, before we round up, I will be looking at the comment section. Okay, let's start from um, Mam Luciela is one of my students from Italy. She said, "Hi, I noticed that in order to keep the correct position." Okay, she's replying based on the breath class we had
Oh,
last
okay.
week. Yeah, she said, "I noticed that in order to keep the correct position and sustain my breath, I do an effort with muscles and ribs. Is it normal?" Okay, Louisella, let me take your question because you know that when you're feeding in your breath, filling up your muscles, your ribs are engaged, your back, your sides. So possibly you were beginning to realize a whole new process unique to you. So it's quite normal, but it also depends on how you are doing it because I don't know if you are placing too much of tension in those areas. And we don't want any form of tension in your body when you are singing. Okay, Linda, do you have anything to say to the reseller?
Well, yes, you have to. You when you taking air, your ribs expand, of course,
Yeah.
and yes, you have to make an effort to check to make sure that that happens. So it's you breathe in, and you make your ribs even to the lower, the ones that are just hanging, the ones that are not connected, has to expand, and you have to leave them open. That's how you properly breathe.
Exactly. Yes.
So yes, it's
So,
normal.
Luisala, I hope you've gotten your question answered. Okay, we have another question from. He says he's Moses from St. Catherine, Alakopo.
Oh,
Okay,
that's my
so he
home
says, how? Oh, great! I was once
Yes.
at Alakopo. I was once at
Oh
Alakopo
wow.
too. That's great. That's
Wow.
funny. We didn't
Mr.
meet.
Joseph. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so he says, how very important is vocal cords training important to a choir in the church?
It's Mr. Joe, it's very, very important. Yes, you as a choir, you have to keep. I know it's different when you're working with individuals, because now as a choir, you're trying to sound as one. You're trying to make sure everybody sounds together. So yeah, you have to. Vocal training is very, very important. It's different for a soloist, because as a soloist, you should be able to project more, and since it's only you, but as a choir, you should be able to blend, have that beautiful blend that the choir needs. So training is very, very important. You have to get a good vocal coach who has worked with choirs, who has you can hear testimonies from different choirs that, oh, this person has worked with us and there were improvements. That's another thing to check for before you choose somebody to come and work with your choir. So it's very, very important, because you don't want to have a choir where somebody is sticking out. Oh, you can hear one person's voice, one particular person. Everyone must learn to blend. When I sing with the choir, people, choir I sing with St. Dominic's, so they are like, come out, we know you're an opera singer. I'm like, no, it's a different ball game. I'm singing with a choir. You should
Um,
not be sticking out. In fact, even if you have a naturally very, very big voice, you have to come down and hear everybody else and try to sing at that.
yeah, you have to
Yes, you
blend.
have to blend. If not, it's not a choir. It's a soloist and a group of people just backing her up or backing him up. So training is really important to know how to do that.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think those are the. Is there any other person who has anything you type as a comment, because we will be rounding up very soon. So, chance. So before we.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. Welcome back,
Hi.
everybody. As you remember, hi. Okay, Joseph is saying something to you. I believe you
Thank
can
you
see it
so
on the
much.
screen. All right,
Thank you
thank you,
so much,
Joseph,
Mr.
for
Joe.
your time, for making out the time to be here. So, everyone, thank you so much for coming on the show. And before we round up, we usually have assignments that we give at the end of the Coco Friday show. Okay, and so for today's assignment, the assignments we have for today is, okay, before we go to the assignment, we have some questions we ask the viewers. So if you have your answer, please type on the comment and we'll bring it up. Okay, the first one is state more reasons why you need to train your voice. Okay, Tell us why you think you need to train your voice. And this second one is very important. Why do you want to train your voice? You know, sometimes some people just, I like asking people that come to my studio, why do you want to train your voice first before
It's an
anything?
important question.
Yeah, it's
Very
important.
important.
They need to be convinced inside before they take, like, just like you saw the video of someone singing and you were like, no, even if that is the only reason, that is a good um, drive to be able to take up what you see along the way. So that's the second question. Why do you want to train your voice? So even if you're not here with us live, you can always, when you're watching it, drop a comment and we'll respond to you. And if you already have an answer to it, you can write it on the screen and we'll read it out. Okay? And so for our assignment is pick three tips given in the last class and practice it diligently. So all the things you've learned today about why you need to train your voice, please think about it, practice it if possible, and in the next vocal class, explain how it feels practicing the tips. So we'll be rounding up. Before we round up, Miss Linda, do you have one final note you would want to leave with our audience?
Okay. Well, it's just all we have been saying. It's really, really important. If you want to sing for as long as you don't want to stop singing anytime soon. You want to sing for as long as you see these old singers and you're like, how are they able to still keep singing at this age? They had vocal training. So if you want to sing for a very long time, you have to get a vocal coach. So you do not want to lose your precious gift. So get a vocal coach now. Reach out to Grace.
Now,
Reach out to Grace.
wow, she says now. Wow, thank you so much, Linda. You are so
Thank you.
amazing, and we are so happy
Thank
to have
you.
you here. And we're wishing you all the best. Please, guys, let's
Oh,
support Linda on her campaign. Please, please, please support the campaign. We want to have a testimony very soon. I know you guys can do it. We can
yes,
do it. Africa
yes,
can do it. Nigeria can do it. All
yes, we
right. Thank
can.
you. Thank you
Thank you
so
so, so
much.
much.
The
Thank you
thank
so
you
much,
is
everyone. Thank you,
unending.
Grace.
Yes, there. All right. So next week, Vocal Friday, we'll be talking about stage fright. And coming with me
Yeah.
on the show are several of my students, my online
Oh,
students. I
wow.
have already gathered them. Yeah, they will be here on the
Oh,
show, and we'll be talking about stage fright. So it's going to
oh,
be
that's
so
really
exciting.
important.
Linda made today yeah, you made today so interesting and educative. I will believe
Thank
that next
you.
week is going to be so it's interesting. And so we're looking forward to. I love this show. I love the way it's going. But it's just a test. We just want to see if we should go on. So we'll be sending survey forms to all of our contacts to hear
Okay.
from you if you would want us to keep going on with this show, or if you want it to be every month, or if you want it to be every week, just as we've been doing it, or if you want us to do it once in a while. So we set survey forms. It depends on your choice, and your choice is what we will do because you're at our service.
Yeah.
We appreciate you and wish you
Thank
the
you so
very
much.
best.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you so, so
All
much.
right. So
Thank you.
bye. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.